Well, looks like we're going to start a new project today. We've got this 36-inch wide body Dyna-Glo vertical gas smoker. Kind of thought it was going to come in a nice box, open it up and start smoking some meat, but doesn't appear to be that way. If you take a look here, multiple pieces. Seems like really good instructions though. So we're going to get started. Lots of parts and lots of pieces. Good thing though is you really don't need very many tools. Just need a screwdriver or a pair of pliers and a wrench. So we'll get started. Kind of give you a tour of all the parts. I've already taken it out of the box. Put two legs on it. We'll kind of come back here in a few minutes once we get a little bit more done. I think I'll just show you this in stages. It's really pretty simple as to putting these legs on. Well, now that we've got the legs put on, what I'm going to do next is take the control and the burner and install that. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit. It fits right in. Make sure it's upside down, of course, so when you flip your unit back, it'll be correct. But there's 6 screws that hold it, 2 on each side, and then there's 2. Let me see if I can get. And there's 2. 1 on this side and 1 on that side. So you want to make sure that this is lined up level. You've got all 4 of your screws lined up here and your 2 screws lined up on each side of the front 2 legs. So then we'll just put those 6 screws in and come back in a minute. Okay, now with the control unit installed, as I said, there's 2 screws on each side and a front screw here. This is all set, ready to go. I'm going to take right now and just put the gas hose back in here. And I'm going to get some help here in a second. I'm going to flip this over. And then the next thing that we'll do, we'll install the smokestack on the top of it. Okay, I've got it flipped over and setting up right now. And the next thing that we need to do with it is take and install the smokestack. So take the smokestack, there's 4 screw holes there, 4 on the bottom. It says make sure that you've got your chimney lift here on the left side. What that does, it controls the amount of smoke or air that you let in and out. So all I'm going to do is line these 4 up, get them screwed in, and then I'll come back to you in just a second. Okay, now we've installed the smokestack, and as you can see on the side here, there's a control. You lift to open it, and you drop it down to close it, so you have more or less airflow. Simple, easy, pretty quick to do. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to come in and put support brackets in. Excuse me, these support brackets will hold our shelves, and they're going to go right there, and I'll screw them in with 4 screws, and I'll put one on this side and I'll put another on the other side. And all I really use is an adjustable Phillips screwdriver and all the screws that came with it. So I'll be right back. Okay, we've put the supports in on both sides. Here, there, 4 screws in each. Now the next thing to do is to insert the cooking grate supports. So very simple. There's 8 of these, 4 for each side, and you can put them anywhere you want them. I'm going to put them in the first bottom hole and kind of click them down, and then there'll be a rack that'll go in between them to kind of pull them down a little bit. But I think I'm just going to space them and put 4 on each side. And then later, I'm guessing, you know, we'll figure out where we want them for whatever we're cooking. That's the cool thing about this. You can move them. My wife was asking me about, you know, the construction of this unit. Is it very strong? Is the metal strong? And I explained to her that, you know, my brother, one of my brothers, my youngest brother, was an aircraft mechanic. And from time to time, if I'm going to buy something, I'll call him, discuss with him what he's got, why he bought it, you know, welded versus bolted, this and that and the other. The guy's really knowledgeable on construction and building equipment. So this one, after he and I looking online for a couple of hours and talking about it, was what we decided on. The reason being is, as you can see, this does have welded seams all the way around, like unlike a lot of the really cheapo ones that'll have screws and bolts and sheet metal screws. So this appears to be a really good sturdy unit, welded hinges, welded corners. I think it's going to last us a long time, and I think we're going to cook a lot of chicken, a lot of ribs, a lot of turkeys in here. So anyhow, I'm going to move on to the next step. I'll be back with you guys in just a few minutes. We're going to install the doors. Okay, we're back. What we're going to do now is we've got the door latches, which are going to go, you can't see them real well, we're going to go on the side here. There's two, there you go, 2 holes there, and 2 down and 2 on the bottom. And what this is the door latch. So I'm going to take it and real simple, put it up here. And there's different screws for different parts. So these are a little different screw. And if you can see, I'm going to mount these. And I'll mount 3 of them. And then I'll come back to you in just a minute. Okay, this is going along pretty quick. The door locks are all 3 on, and now the next thing to go on is going to be the lifter handles. So it's kind of simple. Let's see if we can get it where we can see it real good. But there's 4 handles, 2 handles, 4 holes. So we'll just put these in there and screw them down tight. I'll get both of them on, 1 on each side, then I'll come back to you in just a minute. Okay, I've got both the lift handles on, right and left. Now what we're going to do is put the main door, top and bottom door, on and put the door handle. Kind of a neat thing about this, if you look at it, these hinges, they're easy enough. You're just lifting it, right, and set it into place. So with that done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on this door, excuse me for all the, hope you don't get seasick here, this handle's going to go right there. Oops. This handle is going to go right in there, and we'll screw it on the back side with a nut, and I'll come back to you in just a minute. So now all we're really doing is some of the little finishing touches like this. This is your wood rack. So all I'm really doing is putting the cover on the wood chip box and slide it in on the bottom rack. And then we'll take the water pan, which will go in next, and put the water pan on the top rack. And then we'll take these, the grates, and get them all slid in. Only thing left to do is put the rest of them in and put a drip tray underneath. Just a couple little decorative parts. I'll come back and show you when it's done, and we'll fire this bad boy up today. Okay, so I just want to kind of show you the finished product. It's set, ready to go. All we have to do is hook the propane to it and turn it on here on the bottom. All the controls walks you right through how to set it up to turn the pilot light on and do the electronic ignition. I put a battery in there. It tells you right in your instructions. So all you gotta do is read them. Perfectly easy. I was thinking about firing it up today, but I think I won't. I think I'll wait till tomorrow. My sons are going to be over, and my grandsons, and I know how them boys like to build fires. So I think we'll wait till tomorrow. But like I said, this Dyna-Glo, we really think we're going to enjoy this, and it's got plenty of space, like I said, and you've seen. I mean, that's plenty of racks. That one kind of wavy one there is a rib rack. But, you know, if you're going to put bigger things, my first thing to smoke, I believe, is I'm going to put 4 chickens in there. I bought 4 chickens yesterday, and I think we're going to smoke them for next Sunday dinner. So, but anyhow, hopefully this helped you guys. If you like it, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends. You can catch all of our other videos on Grandpa Hammer's Garden at YouTube. Thank you. Have a great day.